Hello everyone, my name is Joseph and welcome back to the Popsicleknight channel. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at Amazing RAYQUAZA with the Lost Zone mechanic. In terms of attacking your opponent's active Pokemon, Amazing RAYQUAZA is the strongest attacker out of all the Amazing Rares. It has the attack Amazing Burst. For 1 Grass, 1 Lightning, and 1 Fighting energy, you discard all energy from this Pokemon, and this attack deals 80 damage times the number of each type of basic energy you discarded this way. So with 8 different types of basic energies available in the standard format right now, minus the Fairy energy, this attack can technically deal up to 640 damage. Realistically, however, you only really need 5 different types of energy to one-hit knock out any Pokemon in the game, which is why I only have 5 different types of energies in this deck. So including the initial types of energies required to use this attack, it can deal anywhere from 240 to 400 damage. But of course, we also have Choice Spell to increase its user's attack by 30 more damage when going against a Pokemon V. This will be good to increase your attack just in case you fall short of building up extra energy on RAYQUAZA. It is a very strong attack, however, as with all Amazing Rares, its awkward energy requirement is what makes it stand out. And furthermore, you will have to re-energize Amazing RAYQUAZA from scratch to attack again, because you do have to discard all energies from it when you attack. So in this deck, I'll be utilizing the Lost Engine, specifically so that we can use the Mirage Gate item card that will help us accelerate 2 different types of energies from our deck onto our Pokemon in any way we like. However, to use this card, you need to have at least 7 cards in your Lost Zone. So to get our cards in the Lost Zone, we'll have Comfey to help us with its flower selecting ability. Once during your turn, while this Pokemon is in the active spot, you can look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one in the Lost Zone, the other one you put in your hand. This will help thin out our deck by drawing extra cards as well as putting cards in your Lost Zone. One way to reset and use this ability again is by using the Scoop Up Net. You can remove Comfey from play and put it back into your hand. This will give you a chance to use its ability again, since when you play it from your hand onto your bench, it will once again count as a new Pokemon. And if you have multiple Comfeys in play, you can switch between them so that you may be able to use its ability from each of those copies for your turn. To help with the switching, again you can use the Scoop Up Net, but we also have 3 copies of Escape Rope and 2 switching cards. Alternatively, you can also add a normal switch in your build. And I also have 1 copy of Bird Keeper to help switch your Pokemon and also draw 3 cards. Additionally, it is important to have 4 copies or a full set of Colress's Experiment Supporter card. Again, this will help you put cards in your Lost Zone. When you play this card, you can look at the top 5 cards of your deck, put 2 of them in the Lost Zone, and the other 3 cards you choose will go into your hand. So now with enough cards in your Lost Zone, you may be able to use the Mirage Gate so that you can accelerate energies onto your Amazing RAYQUAZA. I did include 1 copy of Pokestop Stadium in this build. Once during your turn, you can discard the top 3 cards of your deck, but if any of those are item cards, you put them into your hand instead. This is great for potentially drawing into your Mirage Gate. So with this strategy, you can easily energize Amazing RAYQUAZA. For my backup attackers, I have 2 copies of Cramorant. It has the ability Lost Provisions. If you have 4 or more cards in the Lost Zone, you can ignore all energy requirement for this Pokemon to attack. So technically, we'll be using its attack Spit Innocently for 0 energy. It deals 110 damage, however, it is not affected by weakness, which means even if your opponent is weak to water, this attack will not be doubled. Next up, I have 1 copy of Sableye, mostly for its attack Lost Mine. As long as you build up your Lost Zone with 10 cards or more, you can use this attack. This allows you to spread 12 damage counters to your opponent's Pokemon any way you like. This attack is so annoyingly good that taking out multiple Pokemon can win you games easily. Next, I also have Radiant Greninja. It has the ability Concealed Cards. Once during your turn, you can discard 1 energy from your hand. If you do, you can draw 2 cards. But it also has the attack Moonlight Shuriken. For 2 water and 1 colorless energy, you can deal 90 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. I also have Snorlax with the Unfazed Fat ability, which prevents all effects of attack done to it. However, you can also attack with Thumping Snore. For 3 colorless energy, this attack deals 180 damage, after which this Pokemon becomes asleep and you need to flip 2 coins instead of 1 for its sleep. And they both need to be heads if you want Snorlax to wake up again. And as for the other cards worth noting, I have a full set of Battle VIP Pass, so that on your first turn, if you happen to start with this, you can search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon and put it straight to your bench. This is great of course for setting up your Comfeys early game. But even if you don't get to use this because you can only use it on your first turn, you can use it as a fodder and put it in your Lost Zone. That's why I have Oranguru with the ability Primate Wisdom. Once during your turn, you can switch 1 card from your hand with the top card of your deck. So when you use Comfey, you'll be comfortable putting the unused Battle VIP Pass into your Lost Zone. And you will be discarding a lot of energy with this build, so I have at least 2 copies of Energy Recycler, which allows you to shuffle up to 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile back to your deck. The strategy for this deck is a bit complicated in a way because you have to be extra careful of which energy card you decide to put in the Lost Zone when you use Comfey or Colress's Experiment, since not being able to have access to an important energy type can ruin your entire strategy. Keep in mind that you may want to use Amazing Rayquaza only for those big knockouts, so try to use your other attackers first. If you get used to the balance between all of your attackers, you'll be able to win a lot of games with this build. Anyways, that's pretty much it. You can find the complete deck list in the description. And now please enjoy the following gameplay videos showcasing Amazing Rayquaza with the Lost Zone box. Before we get into the video, I just want to give a shout out and thank you to our newest sponsor and friend to this channel, TCGVee. Users will be able to buy and sell Pokemon TCG online codes with each other instantly, and there are zero selling fees on the site, so please be sure to show your support to TCGVee. Links will be in the description below. Alright, let's get right into our first match. My opponent goes first, and we're going to start this one with Comfey in the active spot. And as with any Lost Zone deck, you do want to start with Comfey, and if you can set up multiple copies of it, that'd be great, so that we can use its ability, start drawing cards, start putting cards in the Lost Zone, and the easier it is for you to start using the Mirage Gate, attack with Cramorant, and so on. We also have Radiant Greninja to help us draw extra cards. As long as we have energies in our hand, that's going to be helpful. But we're going up against a Lugia VSTAR deck. Okay. This is going to be an interesting matchup, but with Rayquaza on our side, as long as we can energize it, we should be able to knock out any of our opponent's Pokemon. And they also have Radiant Charizard. We just have to watch out for that. They can easily recover that, and late game, it can attack for a single fire energy. But a lot of our Pokemon have low HP, so it's not going to be hard for our opponent to knock out any of our Pokemon as long as they can energize them. Okay, we don't have any basic Pokemon from our prizes. We do have one Mirage Gate and also one Colress Experiment, so just gotta keep that in mind. Concealed cards for 2. Okay, more Choice Belt. Let me use Primate Wisdom first. Put this on top. Okay, we got Bird Keeper, that's good. And then I can probably put this Snorlax in the Lost Zone. Preserve that Mirage Gate. We need that to energize our Rayquaza. And then I think I'm going to use Bird Keeper so that we can draw 3 extra cards. We have Cramorant, which is good. Don't have enough energies to attack, or we don't have enough cards in our Lost Zone to attack just yet. And we don't have access to other Comfeys either, so I'm just going to pass here. So ideally, for Lugia VSTAR builds, if my opponent gets to evolve their Lugia into a VSTAR, as long as they have Archeops in their discard pile, that's gonna be the main thing. And then they can start energizing their Pokemon, and they can start attacking this turn. They have Big Parasol, which is very helpful if we're using Sableye. So they're just gonna discard and draw with their Lugia. We have another Comfey, so we use concealed cards first. We got 2 more energies from our top deck. We can use our Escape Rope to switch back into Comfey and keep using Flower Selecting. Okay, this is a hard one, man. Recovery or Accelerator, that's the thing. You never want to choose between these two, but I think I'm going to go for the Mirage Gate. We have access to 1 more Energy Recycler, so and we also have Ordinary Rod. So I'm just going to energize Comfey so I can use my other Comfey. Flower Selecting. Okay, cool. We got 2 Colress Experiment, which means 2 more cards in the Lost Zone. And then, let me see. Let's get Sableye. Actually, let me get another Colress Experiment. That's going to guarantee us another draw on our next turn. And we need more cards in the Lost Zone to use Mirage Gate. We just use Primate Wisdom for now. Okay. Alright, we have 5 cards in the Lost Zone, so we need 2 more. Spit Innocently for that initial damage against their Duraludon VMAX. So on our next turn, all we need to do is use Colress Experiment. Put 2 more cards into the Lost Zone. We can use Mirage Gate, and we can knock out any of their Pokemon with Amazing Rayquaza. So you never want to put your main attacker in play because you always want to keep it as a surprise against your opponent, because the Lost Zone box is actually very versatile. You can put any Pokemon in this deck and be able to attack. Doesn't matter how weird your energy requirements are. So I mean, your opponent could be using Raikou, Amazing Rare, or any other Pokemon for that matter. So keeping that surprise is, as long as my opponent doesn't know that I have Amazing Rayquaza, they're just gonna continue to attack with their V Pokemon. But I think the prize exchange race is in our favor, because with Rayquaza dealing so much damage, we're knocking out their V Pokemon so easy that we get multiple prizes for it, while they only get one each time they knock out our Rayquaza or any of our Pokemon. So I think we have an advantage here, and my opponent just passes. Unfortunately, they were not able to evolve into Lugia VSTAR just yet, but I need to energize Cramorant so I can retreat, and we have multiple access to Mirage Gate anyways. I'll just use Colress Experiment. Battle VIP Pass definitely goes into the Lost Zone, and I'm just gonna sacrifice Manaphy. And now we can use Mirage Gate, but I have no way to know what is in my deck, so I'm just gonna use concealed cards first, because we have Energy Recycler anyways. We can recover all 5 energies in our discard pile back to the deck. So now we know exactly what cards we have in the deck, and especially accelerating that energy for our turn to Cramorant limits our energy acceleration, so we needed to recover those energies. So Mirage Gate, we need 1 more lightning energy, and I guess 1 psychic energy. We'll put 4 energies on Amazing Rayquaza, and that should be enough to knock out this Duraludon VMAX. There it is, 320 damage. That is insane. Actually, I should have just gotten 2, or put 1 water energy on Radiant Greninja. That would have sufficed. We could have attacked with Radiant Greninja. But, I mean, all of their Pokemon have high HP. I don't think we need to. I wish we had 1 more room for our other Rayquaza, but as it is, they are going to evolve into Lugia V-Star. Now they can set up their Archeops, and they have a... they can freely energize their Pokemon any way they like. But our hand is looking pretty good. Once they knock out Rayquaza, we have another one, and we can use Mirage Gate. But, oh man, you hate to see it. They're going to Marnie us, and all those cards are going to go to the bottom of our deck. And now we don't have access to Mirage Gate. We don't have another Rayquaza to replace our active. So we're going to dig for those cards now. I mean, we can just put Comfey in the active, start using Flower Selecting again, start digging. Or at least we have Quick Ball. We can search for Rayquaza that way. We can also use concealed cards to draw 2 extra cards. But I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted because I don't want to discard any more energy cards, especially if our recovery items are depleting. So, okay, they knock out our Rayquaza. We can use Comfey to get Quick Ball. And then, because Pokestop, if we use it and then we happen to discard Rayquaza, that's gonna be really bad. So, concealed cards, we don't really get anything except multiple copies of the same cards we already have. So we're gonna continue to use Comfey. I can put these Quick Balls and then put them in the Lost Zone. Okay, we have Ordinary Rod, that's good. Can recover some energies with that. use Escape Rope, we can switch to our other Comfey. Then we have Scoop Up now. We might be able to use another Comfey if we need to. So we're just waiting for our opponent. Okay, they're gonna put Archeops in the active spot. We can use our Ordinary Rod now. We're gonna recover this Rayquaza. And then Lightning Energy is good. I think I'm gonna go for the Grass. We have one more Fighting Energy in the deck. I just want to make sure I know the cards I have in the deck. Anyways, all I know is I need those two. I think I'm gonna go for Spit Innocently, 110 damage, and actually knocking out this Archeops would be a good thing because they've already used up their ability. They can't use it again to set up another Archeops. As with any Lugia deck, the common ones anyways, they don't have the complete line for Archeops with the fossil to evolve. So they can only put Archeops into play using Lugia's ability, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So once we remove this Archeops, they won't have any more Energy Accelerator, and that can make a big difference. So we took out that Duraludon VMAX easily. That wasn't much of a fight, but now we have to contend with Lugia because, I mean, we can knock out this Archeops and then get 2 more prizes for their Lugia VSTAR. That's going to get us our last 3 prizes. But if they retreat their Archeops, we're going to have to go for a 7 prize 7 prize knockouts here, which means we have to possibly knock out 2 of their double prizer Pokemon. So they are gonna retreat. They use Lumineon V, so they can get a boss order. Professor's Research. Okay. We need to draw into those Mirage Gate, guys. That's what we need to do. Because we have access to Rayquaza at any time here. We can just use Quick Ball, get Rayquaza. We have Scoop Up Net to get one of our Pokemon out of the active spot. Switch back, and then... Okay, we got Rayquaza. Well, all we need is a Mirage Gate, right? So we need to start digging for that. Let's Primate Wisdom this Quick Ball first. Okay, that's gonna help us to use our other Comphase. Scoop Up Net is gonna be good too. Let me use Switching Cart first. Flower Selecting again. Another Rayquaza, okay. Water Energy I think is good. At least we can energize for 1. We can even use Greninja here. Concealed cards for 2. Oh, still nothing. Let's scoop up. Flower Selecting. Okay, we got one. But now we have to put 1 energy in the Lost Zone. Hopefully we have more in the deck. I forget. Okay, we need 1 more. Yeah, we can put Rayquaza here. But we need 1 more energy. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Can scoop up Comfey. We still have this one. Alright, we have 1 grass energy. That's good. So that's gonna guarantee at least... What's that? 240 damage? It's not quite enough to knock out their Lugia VSTAR, but... something. And even with a choice belt, that's only 270. Okay, anyways, let's see what we can do here. Let me use Escape rope. Okay, they put another Lugia in the active. That's good. And then we're gonna use Mirage Gate to get 1 lightning and 1 fighting energy. We have a grass energy to attach for turn, choice belt, and we're just gonna use amazing burst. 270 damage, man. 10 HP left, or 10 more damage was all that was needed to knock it out, but 10 damage too short. And we have so much energy in the discard pile that it's gonna be difficult for us to recover those. I mean, we can knock out this Lugia VSTAR with Cramorant, attack for free. Yeah. So we have a lot of cards we don't have access to anymore. But what I'm thinking is actually using Radiant Greninja. We just need water energy. We have 1 more Mirage Gate in the deck. So if we can only recover water energy, we can just snipe those 2. They don't have Manaphy in play, so that's good. We might be able to snipe Archeops and that Lugia V-Star and get our last 3 prizes, but it's going to be a tough one to make sure that I have all the cards that I need. And they have so much energy. You'd think that they'd run out already, right? But they still have a lot of energy to energize their other Lugia. So there's the knockout. Okay, we gotta start digging again. Primate Wisdom, this Battle VIP pass. We can knock it. Ooh, okay, we got 1 water energy. That's good. Flower selecting. Let's get this grass energy. And then I'm gonna have to retreat. Gonna keep digging. Flower selecting. Dude, there's the Mirage Gate. There's the Mirage Gate. I don't want to use concealed cards because I need that water energy. So I'm just gonna pass. Let's see what my opponent does here. Most likely they're just gonna knock out my Comfey. But if they have a boss order and then they see the danger here, they can boss my Radiant Greninja and then we're gonna miss our opportunity. We're gonna lose this game. But if they have nothing, they knock out our active. Hopefully we have the energy we need in the deck. Use Mirage Gate, put water energy on Radiant Greninja and another random energy. Attach for turn with our water energy and be able to knock out those 2 in their bench for the win. But we'll see. Okay, Serena, that can't gust any of our Pokemon, so that we are safe. Okay, our Radiant Greninja is safe for now. Alright, Tempest Dive, 240. Alright, I think we got this. Hopefully we have the energies we need. Okay. As long as we don't draw into another water energy, that's good. So I'm gonna use Quick Ball just to make sure we have all the energies. Oh, we need Ordinary Rod. We don't have any more water energies. We have 1 in the discard pile. Oh no. Oh no. Let me use concealed cards. What I'm gonna do is, okay, we drew into the Ordinary Rod. There it is. I might have to stall 1 more turn though. Let's just get the energies we need. We need 2 water energies, right? Oh, you know what? Oh, dude. Let's do this. Get the water energy and then we're gonna rely on RNG. We're gonna use Oranguru. We need water energy. Come on. Man, that was a close one. Good game, man. Good game. 50% chance of winning, man. But we got it. Good game. Dude, that was a close one. Alright, let's move on to our next match. We win the coin flip and we are gonna go first. We got a battle VIP pass, but no basic Pokemon, so we're gonna have to mulligan. Let's see what we get here. Okay, Rayquaza and a bunch of battle VIP pass. I'm not complaining, okay? But it's not gonna be a surprise against our opponent anymore. They know we have amazing Rayquaza. They know that we can hit for a lot of damage. And okay, we're going against a Mew VMAX build. This is winnable, because if their main attacker is Mew VMAX, as long as we can energize our Rayquaza, we can get 3 prizes each time we knock out their Mew VMAX. So I'm gonna just set up all these guys, 2 Comphase, 1 Radiant Greninja, and also 1 Oranguru. That's gonna help us preserve our cards each time we use Comphase ability. We got a Scoop Up Net, excellent. So we can scoop up our Rayquaza, put our Comfey in the active spot, use our Pokestop. We got another Mirage Gate. We won't be able to use that until later. We got Escape Rope. We can use our other Comfey. Another Scoop Up Net. We can spare 1 energy. I think Scoop Up Net's gonna help, but I think I'm gonna go for the energy. I don't feel comfortable with that right now, so I'm just gonna put Rayquaza on the bench, put Grass Energy. They've already seen it anyway, so it's not gonna be any surprise. So if they have a boss order, they can just knock it out. That's fine. We have another Rayquaza in our hand, but what we need to do is build up our Lost Zone. And what you want to really hope for is get those Chorus Experiment as well when you use your Comfey. You hope for it anyways. And Radiant Greninja is so good in this deck too, because that extra 2 card draw goes a really long way. You have access to a lot more cards. So my opponent's gonna start building up their Pokemon. They put double Turbo Energy on their Mew V on their bench, and they're gonna use Marnie. I'm okay with that actually, because Mirage Gate we don't need just yet, but they have Lost City in play, which is a bit scary because when they knock out our Pokemon, that's gonna go in the Lost Zone. I mean, it's gonna add cards to the Lost Zone, but if they put our Rayquaza in the Lost Zone, that's gonna be very difficult for us to use it, of course, to attack. So at least they won't be able to attack this turn with double Turbo Energy attached to their Mew V. Yeah, one of the only cards that can attack on their first turn going second is really with the Meloetta combo. Cramomatic, but they're drawing they have a really powerful draw. They're down to 29 cards in their deck. Man, Mew VMAX builds is insane. Still so good. Okay, alright, so now it's our turn. Primate Wisdom, this Battle VIP pass. We're gonna put that in the Lost Zone. Flower selecting. We got a Mirage Gate, okay. Put Cramorant in play. Let me use concealed cards first before I do anything else. Okay, we have switching cart. It's good. Flower selecting. Energy, I think, is the best option. We have 1 Quick Ball in our hand anyways already, so at least our Cramorant can attack. We can use Escape Rope and then stall that way. And at least we have an initial damage against one of their Pokemon. I mean, it puts a little bit of pressure against our opponent, I guess. 110 damage. So with 70 damage left to this Mew V, we can knock it out. So even if they're forced to evolve it into Mew VMAX, it's 200 damage or 200 HP that's going to be left onto it. So it's going to be a lot easier for us to knock it out with Rayquaza. So there's the evolution into Mew VMAX, and with one Fusion Strike energy on their active, if they can get another Fusion Strike energy attached to it, they can attack. LS Sparkle, okay. There it is. There's the attack and a knockout. And if they have a boss, well, they can't boss anymore because they already used LS Sparkle. Man, I just discovered the Forest Seal Stone is broken. It can't be affected by Path of the Peak, and even Galarian Weezing is not going to turn it off. So that card makes the Mew VMAX build even more broken. So you can be sure that I'm gonna put one on my Mew VMAX build in real life. So I have a Mew VMAX deck built for competition, and I have access to. I also have Forest Seal Stone. So that's a really good card, man. They're gonna take a knockout against our Cramorant, and oh, they're gonna shuffle back their Mew VMAX while putting our Cramorant in the Lost Zone. Okay, that's not good, guys. All right, let's see where we stand here. I have Sableye. Let me use concealed cards first. Get rid of this grass energy. Got another Cramorant. Okay. Use flower selecting. Maybe we can get a Colress Experiment. Need Primate Wisdom. The other Comfey. Alright, we got another Comfey from our prizes, so that's good. Let me use flower selecting. Let's get this energy recycler. And then can hard retreat into another Comfey. We're gonna continue to dig, guys. We got escape rope. All right, which one do you get? I think I'm gonna go for the scoop up net because that will reset our Comfey to do another ability. So we should be able to use our Mirage Gate now. Yeah, we can even attack. What's sad about this is that they have TCGVee in the active spot. We're only getting 2 prizes, and if they knock out our Rayquaza, that goes to the Lost Zone. So it's like a dilemma, which one you want to use. But I'm gonna go ahead and use Mirage Gate. I mean, it's a risk that you kind of have to take. At least you can get 2 prizes, and yeah, it's a risk. I don't know what else to do. We have another Rayquaza. Get another 2 prizes, and then maybe just get a cheeky knockout for 2 more prizes with our Cramorant and even Sableye. So that's one of the plans I have, I guess. So I'm just gonna Amazing Burst here for 240 damage, and that will also put their TCGVee in the Lost Zone. That gets us 2 prizes, and we got our Hisuian Heavy Ball back again. Another Grass Energy. So this is looking bad. They're gonna target. I mean, they're just gonna knock out our active, puts it in the Lost Zone, and I mean we're a step closer to be able to use our Sableye, so we might be able to spread damage. Oh, Oricorio. Okay, that could be useful actually, because even if they knock out my active, I could try and knock out their Mew VMAX. But I need 3 more cards in the Lost Zone. Boss's orders? Wait, what? Okay. They're gonna target my Radiant Greninja, and for me, that's okay. That is okay. That allows me to spend more time digging for my Mirage Gates. Then I can deal a one-hit knockout. Hopefully, we can get a one-hit knockout against their Mew VMAX. Get 3 prizes, and all we have to do is target that OHKO. Ooh, okay. That's a little bit painful, because now our Radiant Greninja is in the Lost Zone. We have Choice Belt from our top deck. Dude, that might actually help. Because even with 4 energies, we're dealing 320 damage. We got Colress's Experiment. With OHKO in play, we're not dealing 320 damage with 4 energies. Dude, we got Mirage Gates, another energy, and an Ordinary Rod. That is pretty sick. So, we need we need 2 Mirage Gates though. Let me get another Colress. We need to guarantee another draw in the next turn. Okay, how are we gonna do this now? Cause I mean, at least my opponent is only taking 1 prize at a time. It is putting it in the Lost Zone, but they are in danger of getting knocked out, leaving our Rayquaza, one of our Rayquaza alive. So what I'm gonna do is continue to dig. Flower selecting. Dude, there's the Mirage Gate. But now we can't get our Comfey out of the active spot. I'm gonna recover as much energy as I can with Energy Recycler. Of course, we need the Grass, Energy, Lightning, and I'm just gonna get all the typing because the more energy types we have available, the more damage Rayquaza can deal. And anyways, we have 2 Energy Recycler, so we're just gonna recover all of them, I guess. All right, I think I'm just gonna pass. I have Ordinary Rod. I can spare that for next time. Even if they have a boss's order, they will have to knock out our active. Or even if they have a boss, they're gonna target my Rayquaza, put it in the Lost Zone, but we have access to another one. All we have to do is knock out 1 Mew VMAX, and I think we should be fine. But with Meloetta in play, that kind of scares me a little bit, because if they attack with that and we knock it out, I mean, it's fine. I guess it's fine. We can knock out their Meloetta with Cramorant or something like that. And then knock out their Mew VMAX with our Rayquaza. So that's the plan. Hopefully. Okay, so they don't have a boss because they now use Celine. And they got both heads. So they're gonna they're gonna be able to recover a lot of cards. Boss's Order and Omarni. Okay. Good disruption, I guess. We need to act now on our next turn. Otherwise, we're going to lose our Mirage Gate again. But, okay, they retreat into another Mew VMAX. Okay, thankfully, they're going to attack with Mew VMAX now. That guarantees our knocking out a 3-prizer. And that's going to leave us with 1 prize left after this one. So, we are in a good position, guys. I think we got this. So let me use Mirage Gate, make sure we got all the energies required to attack with this Rayquaza. Use another Mirage Gate to get Lightning Energy and random energy here. We got Water Energy. And then, do we need... Yeah, we need the Choice Belt. Yeah, we're gonna put the Choice Belt, Primate Wisdom. We got a Lightning Energy, okay. And then I'm just gonna Amazing Burst for 330 damage. Alright, 3 prizes right there, guys. Man, Amazing Rayquaza is so awesome. What makes this a really great combo is that you have this one-hit knockout card or one-hit knockout Pokemon in your Lost Zone build. And then for weaker matchups, you also have your Cramorant and Sableye to kind of help you out, you know what I mean? So they're gonna Marnie again. We have 1 energy on our Rayquaza already. We only need 1 more prize. And we can actually knock out that Oricorio. All we need is Psychic Energy. And that's actually one of the reasons why I didn't accelerate it to Rayquaza, is that preserving this Sableye is gonna help us win this game. Because as long as we have access to that Psychic Energy, we can accelerate to our Sableye and then just spread those damage to their Oricorio. We should be okay. Okay, they need 3 more prizes. They get 1 more here, and we should be okay. And then what we could do is even stall 2 more turns, or at least 1 more after this one, before we lose this game. But if we can't dig into that energy, we're gonna lose this game. So it's still anybody's game for sure. But let's see how we do. We're gonna put Comfey in the active spots. We got a Snorlax, Primate Wisdom, Snorlax, Scoop Up Net is good, and Flower Selecting. All right, let's make sure we get the Psychic Energy, and that's gonna be game. There's our Sableye. Scoop up our Comfey, put this energy, and we're just gonna Lost Mine and put all of this damage counter on Oricorio to guarantee a knockout, getting our last prize for the win. Unbelievable. Good game, man. Good game. Alright, let's move on to our last match. Yeah, I'm so happy. You know what? This deck is so consistent that I would recommend it to anyone. And it's a pretty cheap build, I would say. A lot of the cards here is not that expensive, really. So what we're going to do is just start with Comfey. We're going to use our Pokestop. Unfortunately, we discarded our Radiant Greninja. I'm just going to use Flower Selecting and get this Lightning Energy. I mean, they could knock us out in the next turn if we're not careful. So we have to set up another basic Pokemon for sure. And I'm just going to grab another Comfey. We have Escape Rope. Switch this guy out. Use Flower Selecting again. Energy Recycler is good. But then again, yeah, that's fine. And I'm just gonna pass. There's really nothing much else I could do. I can use Colorless Experiment in my next turn and then go from there. So my opponent's gonna start with Pumpkaboo in the active spot. It's a way to remove Stadium in play. And looks like we're going up against another Lugia VSTAR deck. So the first matchup we had was with Duraludon. But this could be just a straight up Lugia deck. They're already able to discard 1 Archeops. So they're setting up pretty nicely on their first turn. And like I mentioned before, Lugia VSTAR is actually really good in that as long as you can discard those Archeops, going into your second turn, if you evolve into a Lugia VSTAR, you can use your ability, set up your Archeops, and then you can energize your Pokemon any way you like. So, okay. So they also have Mewtwo V Union, I guess. Just gonna use Pokestop. And then let's use Colorless Experiment first. We got another Comfey. Thinking of just, yeah, I'll just get those switching options. That way we can dig through our deck as much as we can. Scoop up Comfey. Put this guy in the active. Flower Selecting again. We got another Comfey. Okay. Do we need Manaphy? Probably not. But these use switching card, Flower Selecting, Rayquaza. Yeah, the only hard part about Lost Zone and when you use Comfey is when you have that option of discarding 2 important cards, and then if you select the wrong one, it's gonna throw you off for sure. And you have to be careful that you're not putting into the Lost Zone all the energies because you might need it. But at least we have enough energy, or we have enough cards in our Lost Zone, and that's gonna allow us to actually deal a knockout here to one of their Lugia V. So we're just gonna use Amazing Burst. 240 damage is enough. 3 energies on our Rayquaza to knock it out. Get 2 prizes for that, and we're well on our way. So yeah, they also have Mewtwo V Union, which is gonna be a really powerful spread damage attacker, but we can one-hit knock it out actually with Rayquaza. I mean, if we could showcase that, that'd be awesome. But there it is. The 2 Archeops put into play because of Lugia's ability. And they're gonna get a knockout here, but we can knock it out as well. As long as we have access to another Rayquaza, we should be okay. Because we have 2 Mirage Gates available. We have a Scoop Up Net. We can switch out their active and then, or our active, switch it out onto our Rayquaza and then knock out their Lugia VSTAR. So let's see what we could do here. Let's go ahead and use Ordinary Rod, get these 2 back. Might as well get our Radiant Greninja back into play. And then I need to recover Fighting Energy, and I hope I'm picking the right energy. It's hard to tell right now because I haven't seen my deck. So I'm just gonna go for the Fighting and Grass because we have one in the Lost Zone. I think that's gonna guarantee that we have Grass energy in our deck. Can use Flower Selecting, got a Scoop Up Net. I'm gonna go for Oranguru. And then let's see, we can use our Quick Ball to get our Rayquaza. Get rid of the Battle VIP Pass. And then can get another knockout here. We have 2 Mirage Gate, that's really good. So let's go ahead and use Mirage Gate. 1 Fighting, 1 Grass. Okay, we have very limited energies available to us, guys. So this is probably the last Rayquaza we can use for the meantime. I mean, we have Energy Recycler, so we should be okay. The Primate Wisdom. Scoop Up Net. Okay, Battle VIP Pass. I mean, I could, yeah. So what we're gonna do is use Switching Card, switch into Rayquaza, be able to attack and knock out their Lugia VSTAR. So we'll get Lightning and Water, and that should be enough to knock out their Lugia. Yeah. There it is. Amazing Burst. 320 damage. We didn't even need the Choice Belt. We would have been hitting for 350 damage if we had it. So we got Cramorant, we have Sableye, we have backup attackers underway. And without any major attackers on our opponent's side right now, we should be fine. Unless they build up their Mewtwo V Union, it's going to be very difficult for us to get through. Especially we've used up a lot of our Mirage Gate. It's going to be hard to build up another Rayquaza. So if they manage to get those Mewtwo V Union into play, and then they deal the spread damage against our Comface, they're taking multiple prizes, and that's going to be very detrimental. But as it is, I think we should be fine. They're energizing their Crobat. Okay. So they can't form their Mewtwo V Union just yet. And they're just gonna attack 70 damage, plus 10 for the poison. Okay, we live to see another day. Dude, we have Snorlax, but we don't have Mirage Gate to energize it. We Primate Wisdom. This, okay, we have a Scoop Up Net. That's good. All right, I think we got this. All we need to do is scoop up Rayquaza, we have Cramorant, we have Choice Belt. What I could do is deal that initial damage against their Crobat, and then we have Psychic Energy available to us, and I could just spread damage to Pumpkaboo and then this Crobat and win this game. Yeah, I think we got it. Yeah, even if they set up their Mewtwo V Union, I didn't think, alright, there's the scoop! Good game! And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to smash the like button for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching the Popsicleknight channel, and as always, stay safe and have a great day.